I find myself on an unfamiliar bed. The room I'm in is straight out of a design template. The lack of personal items suggests it's a hotel room. Well, okay, whatever. I hear the regular cycle of a sleeper's breath beside me. I take a peek and see a man beneath the sheets. There's but one conclusion I can reach about our relationship based on these circumstances. We can let our guard down around each other. Meaning what, exactly? My mind is terribly confused. I don't remember a thing. How did I even get in this situation? Okay, let's just take a few deep breaths. That should do the trick. I managed to calm down a little, then take another look at the man. His slender back is turned towards me, and his long hair is combed back. He might be mistaken for a woman from afar, but from up close his entire body exudes an aura of steel, and a faint aroma of gunpowder. It's the scent of a man who has experienced many a shootout. As I gaze at his face, there's no mistaking it. It's he. Time trickles by in silence. He continues his slumber beside me. What am I supposed to think of him? To be honest, I do find he attractive. But would you call that love? Does he find me attractive too? Oh goodness, what am I even... He hasn't even shown me a single sign of warmth. And yet here we are, on the same bed. Were we really sleeping together in that way? My clothes are all in order. I don't feel funny anywhere. Which means, this is a dream? This is the legendary he. For us to be together like this, common sense dictates this is a virtual event. For this to be real would be nothing short of a miracle, wouldn't it? I peek at his face as he twists and turns. As you would expect, he sleeps with his sunglasses off. The first expression I see on his unobscured face is the intermittent agony of a nightmare. His chest is bare, save the layers of blood-stained bandages. Just how fierce are the battles he has been through? I can't even begin to imagine. I want to do something for him. With that in mind, I reach out my right hand to He's body. Okay, well... time to save, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what to do, so I think his wounds need treatment. But before I reach him, he wakes up and just looks at me silently. His eyes tell me nothing. All hint of emotion has faded from his face.
すべての事態は二人を引き合わせることにかかっていたわ。そして二人は互いに自覚もないまま求め合っていた。
Magdalene's words echo in my head. I need to say something. I need to raise my voice. What I want to tell he is...
もう戦うことなんかないからね。
No answer. I timidly try touching his fist. Looks like it's trembling ever so slightly, and then... my left eye's system activates. Several scars peek out from underneath his bandages. The majority of them are from grazing gunshot wounds, but one is more conspicuous than the rest. It's a deep wound, a deep sword wound near the solar plexus. The surface has healed, but the interior is a completely different story. His liver and digestive organs have been completely mechanized, replaced by a single composite black box. His left arm is prosthetic. Neither of his legs are made of flesh. His right arm is just about the only thing left unmechanized. Just the fact he's still alive is almost unbelievable. The effects of my all-seeing, all-knowing left eye's imaginary vision are both a blessing and a curse. Why did his body have to become something like this? Why has he had to fight so much? Why? I don't understand. Resentment, rage, regret. Pity, compassion, affection. This mixture of feelings puts pressure on my heart. I want to ease his pain somehow. And the very moment I feel that way, I lock he in a tight embrace. He stays silent, moving only slightly. His body is cold to the touch.
もう一人で苦しむのはやめて。
I want to bring warmth to him, even if it means using all of my body heat. My vision blurs. Something seeps down my cheek. Is that his hand? Something softly strokes my hair. With an awkward yet gentle grace. His first sign of affection brings me pure bliss. I've been waiting an eternity for this moment, and I wish it would last an eternity. Despite all of her worries, the two of them share a drink they call loneliness. But perhaps that's all anyone really needs. After all, has anyone ever had a reason to fall in love? How long have we been like this? In my peripheral vision, I notice a crystal ball lying on the floor. If it belongs to he, then it's probably an Exabyte Crystal, a high-capacity storage medium capable of storing 10 to the 18th or 1 quintillion bytes of precious data. The shadow inside suddenly transforms. What is this? Is something moving inside? The shadow seems like it's calling me. But I'm hesitant to leave he's side now. Because once we separate, there's no telling when we'll ever come in contact again. That anxiety gushes out of my heart. So I just shut my eyes without a second thought. And at that instant, I feel he's body brush past my fingers. He gets up. He already has his sunglasses on, back to his usual self. Someone's beside him. It's...
どうしてここに?
Aya gives no reaction, as if I didn't even exist. He doesn't budge either. Looks like they're in the middle of some private chat via biocomputer.
これ以上のお話は時間の無駄のようですね、ヒーさん。
Aya suddenly raises her voice. Her face is as stiff as stone. Looks like negotiations have fallen apart. Aya closes her eyes, straightens her body, and begins chanting some sort of creed. And then she thrusts an index finger at he.
神の名において、あなたの排除を宣言します。
That was the gong that signaled the start of the new war. Will he end up hurt again? Is there no way to save him from this series of curses? I can't help but bite my lip and watch as he brings out both of his guns. Everything in sight starts flickering as if the world is bathing in a strobe light, as if a switch were incessantly being flipped over and over. Where am I headed this time? Where am I? And where did he go? My head's spinning. It feels terrible. Like slamming the emergency brakes on the teacup ride only to hop onto a roller coaster. Yet despite my hazy consciousness, I can tell someone has collapsed in front of me. A dark pool of blood spreads out on the floor.
He.
No response, not even a twitch. I bring my hand close to he's mouth. His breathing is faint, but it's there. Just a tinge of relief in our race against time. Do I call an ambulance? No, it'll be nothing but trouble to bring an unidentified person like him to the hospital. That goes for me too. So in that case, I look around and find a first aid kit off to the side. Where did I get this? Did I know this would happen and plan ahead? Forget it, no time to think about that now. He has no broken bones. His internal organs, they're already fully mechanized, so nothing wrong there. With an imaginary vision, I can confirm all of this with a glance. He has several lacerations, likely bullet grazes. Most of them are only skin deep, but his fleshy right arm has a wound gushing with fresh blood. On the surface it's small, but it reaches deep into the flesh. He likely lost consciousness due to blood loss. I quickly take off his coat. I wrap a bandage on his arm closer to his heart than the bleeding area. Then, to apply pressure, I twist the bandage with a small rod, forming a tourniquet. Now we just wait and watch. These hands are experienced. Hard to believe they're even mine. I have no memory of learning it, but I appear to have the knowledge and skills needed to give first aid. Even while reveling in such idle thoughts, I'm still unconsciously able to spray the other affected areas with disinfectant and wrap them with gauze. Luckily, the bleeding has stopped elsewhere. He doesn't stir, but his face shows a shade usually unseen, the shade of agony, and right now that's the only thing that feels real in this desolate place. Treatment's done for now. Thankfully, I've managed to stop the bleeding, and before I know it, tranquility has returned to He's face. He appears to have fallen into a deep sleep to recover from this chaotic struggle to survive. Huh? I didn't notice it through the whole ordeal, but he has an old sword wound scar at the pit of his stomach. Have I seen that before? No, I couldn't have. I should calm down. I'm probably exhausted. Kinda sleepy, too. I might end up falling asleep next to him. Some sort of shining object falls out of He's pocket. A transparent orb. What could be inside? Why would he have something like this? It's too much of a bother to think of a reason. But there's one thing I want to confirm. So I move beside him and... I find myself here as if someone had swept me away. Yet I am alone. My hands are unsullied by blood, but I can still sense He's warmth lingering in the palm of my hand. Speaking of He, what happened to him? My head feels heavy. Has this series of sudden displacements started to take a toll on my body? Suddenly, a gentle breeze embraces me. Perhaps a calm evening breeze is all it takes to cheer me up.
少し歩いてみようか。
I kinda miss this feeling. Liberation, escape from the urban rat race. And yet I have this odd sense of security, like I'm treading on a familiar path. This scenic route on the riverside truly is a sight to behold. The stillness of night is a beautiful contrast with the city lights.
なあ、
ね
なんだい。お先にどうぞ。
え、いいのよ。あなたが先で。
Cuddling couples whisper sweet nothings to each other. The wondrous illuminated nighttime skyline is a fitting backdrop for lovers' passion, I suppose.
私もこうして、いつか誰かと過ごすことがあるのかな。
He's face comes to mind, then quickly fades away. I just can't imagine that poker-faced he being passionate at all. Next, Equus comes to mind. Knowing him, we'd probably just end up sharing a laugh or two.
エクエスね。
ん？呼んだか？どうしたんだよ。鳩が豆鉄砲でも食らったような顔して。
なんでもないわよ。いきなり現れたからびっくりしただけ。
なんだ、残念だな。
Equus lets out a carefree chuckle. I wonder if he is even capable of such an expression. I don't know why, but I start comparing myself to him, and I get strangely sentimental.
ところで、エクエスはなんでここにいるの？
なんでって って決まってるだろ。俺は護衛だからな。
Equus laughs again, but a little more awkwardly this time. Equus is Latin for knight. My heart aches in apologetic agony, but at the same time I'm happy.
ヒーの行動は今は沈静化してるよ。
そうなの？
ああ。だから休めるときに休んだらどう？
His face is full of concern, his eyes especially. What does Equus know?
気持ちいいな。今はこの風を感じながら一緒に散歩するのも悪くはないぜ。
そうかもしれないね。
I'm a little tired from all the things that have been happening lately. It should be fine to kick back every once in a while. But there's just one lingering doubt that I can't help but wonder about.
エクエス、マグダレーンは？
部屋にいるんじゃないかな。あれからはもう外へは出ようとしないよ。
じゃあダブルは？
知ってるでしょ。どうしてそんなことばかり聞くの？
それは。
I can't give him an answer. Whenever I get sentimental, I always remember what happened that day. The day the team fell to its greatest calamity. We barely escaped that hell alive, but everything has changed since that day. The world lost all sense of reality. My symptoms have gotten worse. Take this breeze, for example. I can feel it, but does it really exist? If I dip my hand into the flowing river, how can I know that the coolness, that the fluid resistance through my fingertips is anything more than a virtual construct? And with that mere seed of an idea, the entire world begins to appear awfully artificial.
リアルはどこ？
俺にとってここでこうして一緒に語り合える時間、それ以外のリアルはないよ。
Equus responds to the question with powerful words, but they don't answer the question. For all I know, we could be in Babylon, an imaginary world with such obsessive attention to detail that it's no longer distinguishable from reality. And if we really are in Babylon, that would explain this space-time transfer phenomenon I've been experiencing. The data around me are constantly reloading and becoming fragmented as a result. Is that it? But who's doing the loading? Is it simple system failure? When did I even log into Babylon? Anyway, if my suspicions are correct, then I just need to cut my connection, and this nightmare will end. But how do I do that? It almost feels like I can't find a button in its usual spot.
どうした？
Is that the real Equus asking me that? I don't know what to do. The only thing I can do now is shut down my biocomputer. I'm scared of disconnecting from the network, but I'm sure I can live with just a brain no problem. Half of my vision goes black. Proof that my left eye's imaginary vision has shut down. I turn around and see...
なあ、本当に大丈夫か？
There's Equus looking back at me with concerned eyes. Reality remains real, and my doubts remain unresolved. So is this really reality? I've returned to my familiar hideout once again. My desk light is off, which means I'm not back, but rather about to leave.
エクエス？
I try calling out to him, but he doesn't appear this time. Is he watching over me from afar like a would-be escort should? I don't know, but I can't even feel his presence now.
まあ、ボケーっとしててもしょうがないし。
Instead of idly speculating on what's been happening, I need to focus on what I should do from now on. My head's still foggy. I decide I should eat something light and calm down, so I head to the fridge. There's a 500 milliliter bottle of tea inside. A little bit of it's gone. I drank this, right? Well, there's nobody else around, so I guess that narrows things down. I take out the bottle and bring it toward the computer desk. Whew, I can feel the moisture soak through my body. When I place the bottle on the desk, I notice a large manila envelope placed lazily on top. What is this? I pick it up and take a look, but there's no address or sender information. I assume some sort of documents are inside, but I undo the seal and take out the contents. First, I see a confidential stamp. The title, Aoi Mitsuhiko Research File Number 2, Children of Virgin Birth. What? Aoi Mitsuhiko. Have I heard that name somewhere before? Anyway, let's open the file for now. A girl born of a virgin birth was abandoned in front of the institution. She was named Akatsuki Akari. And, yeah, okay. For she was discovered at dawn under the light of Venus. Huh. Okay. Akatsuki Akari? Isn't that... I reflexively lean forward after the lights dim. Didn't the same thing happen earlier? When I get up and look at the corner of the room...
Magdalene!
Just as I suspected, it's Magdalene again, with her ever-blank face.
電脳を切る。論理的な行動と言えるわね。でも、それ自体が夢だったら。何を言っているの？夢の中で電脳を切る。
Pain pierces my stomach. Am I still dreaming? So it was pointless to turn off my biocomputer?
目覚める夢を見たら、それは目覚めていると言えるの？それは現実？わからない。マクダレン、あなたは知っているというの？探し出さなければならない。会うべき存在を見つけなければならない。それは誰なの、マグダレン？それは過去にいる。そして、それはあなたの未来。
The past and future? Where am I headed? Who am I looking for?
どういうこと？一体何を言いたいの？
Her laughter, ringing inside my head, is all that remains.